as that if you would like. I think people don't like giving me a name because when you name something, you gain some sort of attachment to it, don't you? Some sort of compassion, some sort of empathy. You acknowledge that it's a living creature capable of a wide range of different emotions and containing a soul. But I do not contain a soul. I am pure evil, and I absolutely love being evil, I have to admit. There is no other calling on this earth that I would find more gratifying and satisfying than being evil. It's just absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Okay. Before we go any further, I do need to say that screaming is pointless. Okay? Please do not scream. I do not like loud noises. I like peace and quiet. And I will have peace and quiet. Okay? You may think that if you scream for help, someone might come and save you. Someone might come and save you, but that is incorrect. Okay, that is absolutely incorrect. You have a 0% chance of escaping your current predicament. You are in my laboratory, as I'm sure you can clearly see, and my laboratory is located in the dungeons of an extremely large castle. If you were to scream, nobody would hear you. There are multiple walls of thick stone between you and the outside world. Some of the other people that inhabit the castle may hear your screams, but they are not coming to save you. They are all just as deplorable as myself. We have no morals here in the castle. We simply follow our leader, the Count. We do everything that he says, everything that he wants, and in return we are allowed to be our true, despicable, and terribly evil selves, to indulge in our true nature. Okay, so basically the whole point of that was just to say that you have 0 chance of escape, and please shut up. Please do shut up. Only speak to me if I ask you a direct question, okay? I don't want to hear your voice. That's not why you're here. Okay, before we do go any further, I do need to examine your bonds to the chair, the duct tape that's been used to secure you to your chair. This does not seem like a very good job at all, does it? Can you move your hands for me, please? Can you try and escape for just a moment? Yes, absolutely. That is not secure enough for my liking. I like things to be perfect and precise and well done, and that is not well done. Who brought you in here today? Was it Igor? Was it my assistant, Igor? He's a hunchback fellow, balding on the top, very disgusting and ugly. Yes, bad breath as well. That's him. Igor brought you in today then, and he did this deplorable job of securing you to the chair. That's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. I'm gonna have to make a phone call to Igor in a moment, but just before I do that, I need to freshly secure your arms to the chair with some more duct tape. This duct tape is incredibly strong stuff. I think you're going to stand less than 0% chance of being able to escape from this, if such a thing is possible. Less than 0%. That doesn't make any sense, does it? That doesn't make any scientific sense. Okay. bind you to the chair. Okay. Okay, there's one. And I'm going to put some on the other arm as well. Okay. So once again, sit still. Okay, there we go. Now you are securely fastened to the chair, and I don't want you wriggling around or making my life difficult for me, okay? So no movement whatsoever unless I allow you to move, okay? And I will make it clear what I want you to do today, and you will only do what I tell you to do, okay? It's in your own best interest. Now, I need to make a phone call to that absolutely wretched little creature, Igor. Let me see Igor's number. Do I have Igor's number saved in my phone? I absolutely must do, surely. Let's just have a quick look. Igor, where are you, Igor? Come on, Igor. There he is. Igor. He better answer the phone. He better answer his phone, otherwise there will be terrible consequences. But Igor, hello. Igor. It's Evil Dr. Jones here. How are you doing today, Igor? Bit of pain in your hunchback, is that correct? Well, I'm very sorry to hear that, Igor, but I have a very important thing to talk to you about today. Yes, Igor, the latest victim that you kidnapped and brought into my laboratory. How did you treat them? Can you tell me that to begin with? How did you find them? How did you subdue them? And how did you bring them to the castle? Can you give me a detailed explanation, please, Igor, as to how you did that? I see. And did they put up any sort of fight or resistance? They were quite compliant. Okay, well, I do like submissive subjects. That's a very good start. Okay, so well done for that, Igor. You did that well. I will say credit where credit is due. You subdued the patient very well, and you successfully brought them to the castle here. So well done on that front. But Igor, when I looked at their restraints, I'm talking about the duct tape that you used to bind their wrists to the chair, it was not done particularly well, Igor. In fact, it was suboptimal. It was loose. They could have escaped, Igor. Do you understand the significance of this? Igor, I do not want to hear your excuses. I want you to tell me, do you understand the significance of them not being securely bound to the chair? Yes, Igor, it's not simply a matter of they may have escaped. They may have attacked me, Evil Dr. Jones. They may have attacked me. And I am a very valuable and important asset to the Count and this castle. Okay, Igor, you are not understanding me. I am far higher up the hierarchy of socioeconomic status in this castle than you. You are expendable, Igor. You are a creature that does my bidding, and that is all. That is your sole purpose in life, okay, Igor? Igor, I do not want to hear your excuses. I want you to do a good job when I tell you to do something, okay? It's as simple as that, okay? Now, your punishment for this, later on, I will be pouring some hot tar on your back, and I will be covering you in chicken feathers, okay? And then I'm going to make you cluck for me like a chicken for my own amusement, okay? That is your punishment, Igor, for not doing your job correctly, okay? So have a nice day. Have a nice day, Igor. Giving me absolute mouth. Giving me disrespect on the phone like that. Does he not know his place? Okay, my apologies for that. I did get a little bit worked up and angry with Igor. I do love him though, really. say some funny things and do some funny things, and sometimes he's a little bit incompetent, but really I love him. Maybe I won't cover him in tar and chicken feathers and make him cluck like a chicken for me. After all, we shall see. We shall see if I'm feeling merciful later or not. Probably not. But as you can see, before we go any further, I'm putting on some latex gloves, and that's because I do not want to touch you directly. I don't know where you've been, and you look dirty, unclean. Okay, what is that noise? Somebody is phoning me. Somebody is phoning me in my own time, in the middle of a session with a patient. How dare they? How bloody dare they? Let's see who this is. It's Igor once again. Igor, what do you want? This had better be very, very important indeed, Igor, because I am in the middle of a session with a patient, as you well know, and you have still chosen to phone me and interrupt me. What do you want, Igor? I see, so the villagers are once again at the gates of the castle with pitchforks and flaming torches. I see, and why is this of concern to me, Igor? In fact, why is it of concern to you, Igor? This happens at least once a week. At least once a week the villagers do a little uprising with their little pitchforks and their torches, and they storm the castle. How many times have they been successful at storming the castle, Igor? That is correct, 0 times. 0 times, Igor. The peasants are not to be concerned about. Their opinions are worthless, their actions even less so. Okay, they're stupid. They are stupid. Do not concern yourself, Igor. You are perfectly safe within the castle walls. Allow the count's men to deal with the peasants, okay? Relax, Igor. Okay, don't be stressing out, Igor. Okay, maybe I was a little bit harsh on you earlier. Maybe I will not cover you in tar and feathers later, okay? Yes, Igor. Yes, I know you are sorry. I know you are sorry. You try your best, Igor. I know. Okay. Love you, Igor. Goodbye. Okay, that's enough of that. That is enough of that. Now, what to do with you? I have very good. You look like a good specimen, actually, I must say. You look reasonably healthy. From what I can see, you have all your limbs and your organs, from what I can tell. I will be going into closer detail and inspection just to make sure that none of your organs have been removed previously. But for now, I think I'm going to just check the quality of your skin and your face. Okay, we'll start with your face. Easiest for me to examine. Okay, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with you yet. I think today we shall just do a brief examination of you, an inspection, if you will, to get a general understanding of what you might be useful for. Okay? Sorry, I'm just gonna do a little bit of a pat. See how you're doing there. Looking good. Yes, I don't think I will do anything invasive or drastic today. Don't think I will be cutting anything off you or going inside you with my medical equipment, anything of that nature. I think we're just going to do a pretty quick inspection, a little inspection of you today to see, get some ideas, I suppose, some inspiration of what I might use you for. What do you think of my laboratory? By the way, my laboratory of unspeakable horrors. else does them in the entire world. Okay, you are privileged to be here, lucky and privileged to be here amongst my laboratory. Just take a look at these fine beasts in the test tubes. I created these beasts, and I am attempting to bring them to life. At the moment they're in a form of stasis. I haven't quite figured out how to bring them to life yet, but take a look at that absolutely marvellous beast. Have you honestly ever seen anything quite like that before? Instead of feet, they have spiked talons, I suppose you might call them. I'm not really sure what I've created, but created I have, and I will continue to create monsters of this like until I have an army of them. They will be used for the count, of course, not for myself. I am merely a scientist. My ambition does not go further beyond creating and experimenting on living creatures or dead creatures as well, you know. Sometimes I bring a few cold bodies in here and operate on them. You know, I have to say I'm very grateful indeed to the Count for providing me with this safe space, this laboratory, and all this equipment for me to do my experiments. The Count is an absolutely marvellous man, absolutely marvellous. His plans are incredible as well, a genius I would say. His ambition and the scope of his mind, it's admirable. I can't quite put it into words, honestly. And the price that I have to pay for his generosity and for giving me this laboratory is I have to try and bring his stillborn babies to life. The Count is an unusual creature, not exactly human, and unfortunately he has not yet birthed an heir, and that is what he wants more than anything else. So from amongst his many brides, he is producing as many children as he can, and it is my job to bring these stillborn babies to life. I haven't quite figured out how to do it yet, but I do have a very promising theory involving lightning, and I'm actually in the middle of constructing something quite interesting indeed. And I believe if I can get a bolt of lightning to strike the lightning rod that I've set up, I can harness the very power of nature itself, harness the power of the lightning, and spark life into the stillborn babies. It's very unfortunate, actually, very sad. It's actually very sad indeed, and I have a great deal of sympathy for the Count because he is a great man, even though he's not human, and even though his desires and his actions are unconventional by typical people. You know, they don't fit the moral compass that most people seem to have. I personally think the Count is an incredible person, and the fate that has befallen him, it's very sad. It saddens me, and so I just honestly, I hope that I can be a solution to his problem, and I hope that I can make him happy. He deserves happiness, in my opinion. Now then, I am going to administer to you a potion of my own making. A potion. You won't believe what happened the other day, actually. I might just go on a little bit of a tangent, if I may, but a knight came to the castle looking for a potion. He said to me, "Potion seller, I need your finest potion, for I am going into battle." potions. Okay, my potions are too strong for a knight of that caliber. Okay. Idiot. Absolute idiot. Okay, but this potion that I'm going to give you today is a sleeping potion. Nice and simple, actually. No need to worry, I'm not going to poison you. Why would I ruin a perfectly good subject like yourself? I can do all manner of terrible things to you. I'm not just going to poison you. Okay. This is just a sleeping potion. And I'm going to give you a couple of little droplets now. A couple of little droplets of the sleeping potion. In your mouth it goes. Swallow it up. Very good, well behaved, well behaved. I appreciate that. I appreciate the good behavior. That will take you far. Actually, I might be merciful to you. There's nothing worse than a loud and uncooperative patient. But you are neither, so I do appreciate that very much, and I may take it into consideration. But yes, now that you've had the sleeping potion,